Here's a fact. The human brain processes images in 13 milliseconds, but when she walks by, your brain takes a full commercial break. Why? Because you just witnessed something your DNA has been waiting for since your ancestors were drawing on cave walls. Welcome to the curve effect, where science meets sculpture and confidence becomes currency. 4 minutes, one truth. Let's go. Let's cut through the noise. When you see those curves, the waist dipping in, the hips flowing out, your brain isn't just admiring, it's calculating. Waist to hip ratio, symmetry, health signals. But let's translate that from scientist to human. Your brain just saw walking poetry and forgot how to form complete sentences. Those shoulders, they frame the canvas. That waist? It's the signature on the masterpiece. Those hips, they're the exclamation point that makes everyone else's statement look like a question. This isn't random. This is evolution's finest work. Now here's where it gets interesting. The collarbone, that delicate line that catches light like it has a sponsorship deal with the sun. The curve from shoulder to waist, smoother than any road ever built and infinitely more dangerous. The thighs, powerful enough to change direction mid-stride, graceful enough to make it look effortless. Every element works together like a symphony. Not loud, not desperate, just there, commanding every eye in the room without saying a single word. But here's what people miss. It's not just the shape, it's the energy. That skin that seems to glow from within, that's not an Instagram filter. That's self-care meeting self-love. That's hydration, rest, movement, and honestly, the kind of confidence that comes from knowing your worth isn't written in someone else's pen. You can spot it from across a crowded room. Not because it's loud, but because it's real. And real is rare. Real is magnetic. Real is what makes people turn their heads and, forget why they were scrolling through their phone. Now, the walk. This is where physics takes notes. When she moves with confidence, every step is a period at the end of a sentence nobody asked her to finish. The sway isn't rehearsed, it's natural. It's just what happens when someone is completely comfortable in their own skin. Left, right, rhythm, repeat. Not seeking validation, not performing for approval, just moving through space like she owns the very air she displaces. Because here's the secret. The sexiest thing a woman can wear isn't a dress, isn't heels, isn't makeup. It's certainty. The certainty that she belongs exactly where she is. The certainty that she's already complete. That's the walk that stops traffic. So here's what it all comes down to. The blueprint isn't about measurements. It's not about fitting into someone else's definition of perfect. The goddess code is simple. Own every inch. Walk with purpose. Glow from within. And never, ever apologize for taking up space. Because curves, they're not just physical. They're the visible proof that power doesn't have to be sharp to be strong. That beauty doesn't have to shout to be heard. That a woman who knows herself is, honestly, the most dangerous force on earth. So the next time you see her, that woman with the curves and the confidence, the glow and the grace, the walk that makes the world hit pause, remember, you're not just seeing beauty. You're witnessing art in motion. You're watching someone who cracked the code. And that code says, I am exactly who I'm supposed to be. The curve effect. 4 minutes. One undeniable truth. Welcome to the masterclass.